Terri was a sales rep at a company that sold parts to automakers. She had been selling for years and steadily increased sales by about 10 to 15% each year. Of course, with the one exception being the year that the auto industry collapsed. But other than that, pretty modest, consistent growth. But she also knew that she could sell so much more. But her question was, how do I get in front of those best prospects? By the time that we had met, her annual sales were about $8.3 million. She was one of the top 5 reps at her company, but she was still just getting by with her commissions. After implementing this strategy, which I'm about to share with you, Terri's annual sales were at $17.9 million just 1 year later. She was now the top rep by far in her organization, earning more than double what she had the year before. In this video, I'm going to show you the can't fail strategy that helped Terri increase sales by 215%. Check it out. The strategy that Terri used to dramatically increase her sales was the prospecting campaign. And I'm going to lay out the steps for you to follow through exactly with what she did and of course how you can implement this same exact strategy. Number 1, she identified about 10 ideal prospects. So for Terri, there was a small universe of prospects, so this part was relatively easy. She laid out her list of top 10 people that she wanted to meet with. Notice that I said people, not companies. She figured out and identified exactly who those top 10 people were at those key organizations. You need to identify exactly who you would want to meet with at each of your target companies. 2, she mapped out the entire prospecting process. No more haphazard prospecting calls. Cold calls are out too. Terri mapped out exactly when and how she was going to reach each of those prospects before she ever even contacted them. Everything was strategic and calculated. Number 3, she focused on making 7 very unique prospect touches. So with Terri, she brainstormed the 7 different ways that she could actually touch a prospect. By the way, this does not include calls or emails, in order to get on their radar. And at the same time, really present real value. Number 4, she had packages and letters to send to prospects. So as part of these 7 touches, Terri put together some special reports, samples, case study letters, handwritten notes, and even invitations to special events. The key was that everything she sent to the prospect provided value to that prospect. And eventually they had to start remembering her. 5, she used FedEx. This may sound like a plug for a particular company, and maybe it is, but they're not paying me. The reason I say to use FedEx is that everyone opens up a FedEx package. Everyone. Even the CEO of an organization. Everyone's curious. This meant that the prospects, when Terri was sending her packages, they had to open up the package. They actually saw what she was sending. Number 6, she followed up on each touch with a planned mix of calls and emails. Notice that by this point, there is no cold calling. The prospects would know who Terri was. They would often reference what she had sent to them because it stood out to them. They were far more open to hearing from her and responding. Number 7, know exactly what your entire process will look like. Terri knew every single step and she had scripted out each part. It was truly a campaign with different steps as opposed to a random assortment of outreaches. Number 8, rinse, wash, repeat. Some of the prospects were responsive to her, others weren't. But she didn't just stop there. She kept on with the people who didn't respond, and in the cases where there was no response whatsoever, she added new people to her list. By the way, many of the new people were simply contacts at the same organization, but with a different title. So she was able to focus still on that same list of prospects, but maybe a different person. She did the same exact campaign all over again, but with the new contact. As a result of this process, Terri was able to set meetings with those key prospects who ultimately made major purchases. amounting to a 215% increase in sales that year. So there is the can't fail strategy that helped Terri increase sales by 215%. I want to hear from you. Which of these ideas did you find most useful? Be sure to share below in the comment section, and I'll be sure to respond to every comment that I can get to. And if you enjoyed this video, then I have this awesome free ebook on 25 tips to crush your sales goals. Just click right here to get it instantly. Seriously, it's an amazing book and it's free. Just click right here. Also, if you got some value, please like this video below on YouTube because that really helps me out. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking right here to get access to a new video just like this one each week. Lastly, if you got just one useful idea from this video, please share it with a friend or two. A great idea is the best gift you can give someone. Until next week.